we have also raised questions and made this session very fruitful. Lastly, I thank all of you and declare that this session is over. Now I hand over, I hand over the mic to Dr. Ravandi sir.
Thank you very much, Rapsi sir. And once again, thanks a lot, Dr. Rahul Kamble sir, for your prudence, the way you delivered your lecture on the topic. And we are very happy, very glad. So, without wasting our time, we are going to start valedictory session. Both the guests for the valedictory session are with us. So, without wasting any time, we are going to start this session. So, Bedre sir, Dr. R.K. Bedre sir is with us. Yes? Bedre sir?
Yes, I am with you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Nivargi sir also is with us. Mahesh Nivargi sir. So, I welcome Dr. Mahesh Nivargi sir and also Dr. R.K. Bedre sir on behalf of Department of English, KKM College, Manvar, as part this one-day national level seminar on contemporary Indian theatre views and reviews. Throughout the day, we have been engaged in a very intellectual discussions and deliberations. A great deal of experience gained for the participants who joined in this venture. Once again, I am grateful to one and all. So, in the beginning, I would like to request our Vice Principal, Dr. Tukaram Munde sir, for his introductory words. Dr. Tukaram Munde sir, for introductory words.
Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Good afternoon, everyone. Heartfelt welcome to the guest of honor and the participants present here for the valedictory function of a one-day national webinar on contemporary Indian theatre, views and reviews, organized by the Department of English of our college in collaboration with School of Languages, Literature and Cultural Studies, SRTMU, Nanded. I welcome the valedictory guest, a well-known theatre scholar and administrator, Dr. R.T. Bedre sir and Dr. Mahesh Nivargi sir on this occasion. The day of long interaction on the theme chosen for this webinar might have explored multiple possibilities in the research-oriented directions and also a proper understanding of nature of contemporary Indian theatre. It is a matter of fact that drama or theatre is very close to the phases of development of human civilization. It is remained vital in the process of better consideration of life-related situations. Indian theatre has a rich history as well as magnifying present. There may be certain issues while considering its future, but the steady progress can assure its prosperous future. I believe that through the address of honorable guest for the session, there won't be a single stone remain to be turned. It may open the avenue of knowledge, research, and also further explorations. Once again, on behalf of my institution, I welcome one and all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your introductory words. Our principal, Dr. Pastor Mundekar, is also with us as president of the function. So, dear friends, we are going to have this session as I mentioned earlier, Dr. Mahesh Nivargi sir and Dr. R.P. Bedre sir are going to interact with us through the session. Before that, I'm going to request two representatives for their representative remarks. The first one is my friend, Dr. Shivaji Mehta. I request Dr. Shivaji Mehta sir for his representative remarks.
I hope I'm audible.
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, that has become a ritual right now in this pandemic period, and with the technology enabled this virtual interaction. So I would start with that ritual, asking you whether I am audible or not. First of all, I would like to congratulate the Department of English, KKM College of Manwar, for an excellent academic feast by bringing the three experts for the academic deliberations we had today. I would just like to start with Dr. Mustaq Khan sir's keynote address. He has rightly set the tone of the webinar with his passionate, eloquent, and elaborate keynote address. And sir, it has always been a pleasure to listen to you. I think it's third time I'm listening to you, and you have always given a different kind of insight every time when I listen you on theater. So that has been a pleasure, and this time also I experienced a different kind of pleasure listening to you, sir. Sir, you have talked about the contemporary theater, and you have compared contemporary theater with the Western theater, and you have also talked about the classical Indian theater. And the most important thing, I think, is that you talked about both the proscenium theater and the folk theater. And in the latter part of your talk, sir, you have emphasized on the role of academia in interpreting the theater, and contributing the role of academia in or the contribution of the academia to the theater. So that is something which we can consider as the crux of your discussion. And sir, it is very you have very succinctly and very vehemently argued that the academia has a great role to play in the development of the theater. And the second session was by Dr. Shailaja Wadikar ma'am, and Shailaja Wadikar ma'am has talked about the four pillars of the Indian theater, and she has talked about the various themes and thematic analysis and the themes of the four major playwrights, and her focus was on the representation of the various themes of the contemporary lives of the Indians by these four major playwrights. And later on, the third session was a cherry on a cake, right? And Rahul Kamble sir has given a different kind of direction, or different. He has discussed in a different dimension, and he has started with from general to the particular. He has started with women in theater and how they came into theater and how they dominated the theater. And he has later on he has discussed all the nuances of women theater, and he has given a lot of examples for that. And he also talked about repoliticizing the theater, and also he has talked about the re-aestheticization. So he has used all these terms, and he has been very lucid. He has been very to the point. And sir, you have made the entire discussion fruitful with your examples and your deliberations. I thank the organizers once again for organizing something on theater, and I hope that such activities would be again and again conducted by KKM College Manwar. Congratulations once again to the college, the principal, the head of the department, and the organizing secretary, Dr. Durgesh Ravandi. Thank you very much. Over to you, Durgesh sir.
Yes. Thank you very much, Dr. Shivaji Messenger. I'm very happy that you covered the entire day we interacted through. Now I'm going to request the second participant, Dr. Swati Visena, for her representative words or representative remarks. Over to Swati Joshi.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for giving me opportunity to uh, present my views. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. You're audible.
Good afternoon to all present over here. A pleasure to listen to all my teachers, especially Vadikar ma'am. She is my guide. She is my teacher. I would like to point out the takeaways of today's session. The webinar was very enlightening, and all the sessions were enlightening. So first of all, I would like to thank Dr. Mutsajib Khan sir for giving an enlightening session, and also I would like to point out the takeaways of his session. He covers the history of Indian English. Sorry, not Indian English drama. I must say that it's Indian English. Indian drama. Why I'm saying Indian drama? Because he pointed out that Britishers made it according to their way, and they wanted them to enslave Indians. So that's why they presented our history, and that's what I understood. And it was very eye-opening session, I must say. And I would like to thank you, Mutsajib Khan sir, for the session. And next, I would like to thank Dr. Shailaja Vadikar ma'am for her session. And she had explained in her session the problem place. And she had also talked about the 4 pillars of Indian drama after post-independence. And they are Mohan Rakesh, Vijay Tendulkar, Badal Sarkar, Girish Karnad, and how they made contemporary society to where how these writers made the contemporary society society aware of their situation. She had also talked about proscenium and non-proscenium theatre, and how the problem plays, how the plays by these 4 writers made aware of the current situation, of the contemporary situation. Next, I would like to thank Dr. Rahul Kamble sir for his wonderful session given on women in theatre by women playwrights, and how women activists have fought to make women writers as a pan, or the theatre, women theatre as a pan-Indian theatre. Finally, I would like to thank the organizers for this treat, the feast. Actually, it was a feast to listen to all these speakers. So I thank to one and all present here. Thank you for giving me opportunity to speak. Thank you, sir. Over to you, Ravande sir.
Okay, thank you very much. After this representative remarks, I would like to introduce our guest of honor, Dr. Mahesh Nivargi sir, Chairman, Board of Studies English, SRM University, Nanded. It's our privilege to have Dr. Nivargi sir in midst of us. He is a gold medalist as far as his MA degree concerned. Later on, he did his MPhil in American literature, PhD in Native American literature from Shivaji University, Kolhapur, Maharashtra. Native American literature, critical theory, and world literature have been the area of his studies. Presently, he is professor, postgraduate and research center, English, Mahatma Gandhi Mahavidyalaya, Ahmedpur, Maharashtra. He possesses 25 years of teaching experience at UG, PG, and research level. He is a research supervisor and 16 students have been awarded PhD under his research supervision. He has published articles in national and international journals and edited academic and textbooks. At present, as I have already mentioned, he is the chairman, board of study, and member, academic council, Swami Ramananda Tirth Maratha University, Nanded. So, beyond these academic achievements of Dr. Mahesh Nivargi sir, he is a thorough gentleman, a courageous figure, a thorough gentleman, and a person who always dreams to have a better place to live. So with this introduction of Dr. Mahesh Nivargi sir, may I request him now for his speech. Dr. Nivargi sir.
Very good afternoon to everyone. I'm very glad to be a part of this webinar organized by Patruar Arts, Ratanlal Kabra Science, and B.R. Mantri Commerce College, Manwat. Honorable Principal, Honorable Vice Principal, respected organizers, my colleagues and friends like Dr. Ravande, Dr. Subhash Shinde, and others, and dear participants, and of course the chief guest, a renowned scholar, Dr. Bedre. It is heartening to see a very successful webinar like this on a very pertinent topic like contemporary Indian theatre, views and reviews. The participants have had the opportunity to listen to very great scholars in this field since this morning. Dr. Mustajib Khan, Dr. Shailaja Wadikar, and Dr. Kamble. And they have discussed various aspects of Indian drama. Drama has been an integral part of all the ancient civilizations. As a student of world literature, I'm inclined to mention especially the origin of drama with the origin of our civilization in the continent of Africa, because when the human race was evolving, drama also was evolving simultaneously. As the language was developing, drama also was taking shape. Initially, you could not separate drama from ritual because the shamans, every night they performed certain rituals for the prehistoric civilizations, representing certain creation stories and Their performances were accompanied by certain magical incantations. Later on, art started developing. As you know, we have the cave paintings. And when people started taking interest in expressing themselves through art, the dramatic art also started developing. In this way, drama coincides with the human evolution itself. And all the ancient civilizations have their own formats, have their own versions of this dramatic art. We cannot equate our concepts of drama with the European concept, because drama here has been designated as a blessing, a plaything bestowed on humanity by Lord Brahma. That is what our ancient treatise written 2000 years ago tells us. And it's as a plaything, it functions in varied manners. It relieves us from our day-to-day worries, and also enlightens us with the different myriad aspects of our life. Indian drama, along with the drama of other ancient civilizations like African civilization, like Native American civilization, Indian drama is also a very significant part of the tradition of world drama. Great stalwarts in this field are here present with us in this seminar. A person like Dr. Bedre, who has worked extensively in this field, is going to speak. I don't want to be an obstacle between our main speaker and the participants who are eagerly waiting to listen to his address. I would like to congratulate the organizers for successfully conducting this webinar. I would like to thank them for giving me an opportunity to be with you all. Has been a nice day, and I'm sure that the discourse to be presented by Dr. Bedre also will be very enlightening and thought-provoking. So thank you very much. Thank you one and all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you once again for your interaction with us. Very few words, but very properly organized words and language you have addressed us. I'm very grateful to you on behalf of my college and also to participants who have gathered over here. Now we are going to listen Dr. R.K. Bedre, sir. Before we start his deliberation, it's my responsibility, it's my accountability that I should introduce you Dr. R.K. Bedre, sir. At present, he is Professor Director at UGC HRDC, Dr. Hari Singh Gaur University, Sagar, Madhya Pradesh. He had 25 years of teaching experience at undergraduate level. English language teaching, Indian English drama, and higher education are the areas of his specialization. 8 students, PhD students, have awarded PhD under his guidance. Apart from that, 4 MPhil candidates have awarded MPhil degree under his guidance. He has 2 years of research experience of MPhil, whereas more than 3 years research experience of PhD, research PhD work. He has completed 5 minor research projects, whereas 1 major research project. He presented research papers in various research conferences, seminars, and workshops. Altogether, 5 at international level, 20 at national level, and 5 at state level. As far as his research publication is concerned, he got published a good number of research papers, more particularly in UGC care-listed journals, also in proceedings, and some research publications in form of book publication or book articles in books. Apart from that, he has authored 6 books and also some edited books. So he has a good deal of experience of organizing national level seminars, conferences, and workshops. He worked as principal for 6 years. Later on, he moved to UGC HRDC Dr. Hari Singh Gaur University, Sagar, and as I mentioned earlier, at present he has been associated with this particular university. So it's a matter of pleasure to have Dr. R.K. Bedre sir in midst of us. So whatever academic achievements and caliber he has, apart from that, I can definitely say that he is a man of genuine quality, and definitely will come to know through his intellectual intercourse that what kind of association he has been as far as Indian drama, or more particularly Indian English drama, is concerned. So without any delay, I would like to request Dr. R.K. Bedre sir for his address. Dr. R.K. Bedre sir.
Thank you, Durgesh ji. I hope I am audible to you. Okay.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Good afternoon to everybody. Honorable Vijay Kumar Katurwar ji, President of Patri Taluka Shikshan Prasarak Mandal. Honorable Shri Balkishan Chandak ji, Honorable Secretary, again Patri Taluka Shikshan Prasarak Mandal. The distinguished resource persons, Professor Mustajib Khan, then Professor Shailaj ma'am, and Dr. Rahul Kamble ji from IFLU, and Professor Mahesh Nevargi ji, to whom you recently listened. And Dr. Mahesh Nevargi ji, as he hails from Mahatma Gandhi Mahavidyalaya, Ahmedpur, but at the same time he holds the very covetous position of Chairman Board of Studies in English of Swami Ramananda Tirth Marathwada University in Nanded. Among the organizers, Principal Dr. Bhaskar Munde ji, Vice Principal Dr. Tukaram Munde ji, Head of the Department Dr. Subhash Shinde ji, then Organizing Secretary Durgesh Ravandi ji, and I can have many more names from this college. Particularly, I can remember the former principal Dr. G.V. Shinde ji, Dr. Samdani ji, Dr. Pandit, Dr. Chindurwar ji, then Professor Khandari is there, Dr. Patole is there, Dr. Huge, Dr. Pawan Patil, Dr. K.K. Kadam, Dr. Jadhav, and number of people. I think this is the only college from whom I can cite many more names other than Sant Tukaram and Madhura Patil College, Palam and Gangakhet colleges. Such a wonderful people are over here, and the participants, particularly those 2 participants who registered their feedback. Dr. Ravandi ji, am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
If possible, try to switch off the video of Maheshji,
Okay.
if possible.
Yes, sir. Please.
Okay. And the participants, two of whom Dr. Shivaji Medhe and Dr. Swati Doshi gave their feedback as representative of the participants. And the remaining participants, those who are asking for the feedback link to get their certificate. That is quite common and natural here. And it is wonderful thing in online webinar that the organizers never come to know exactly how many participants are there with us, because so many people come and so many go. You have the only authority to admit them, not to control them, not to leave them. I remember the things when we were children, we used to go to watch uh, plays in those days, and hundreds of people used to come and hundreds of people used to go. Such a wonderful thing is here with us. Then as far as the title of this webinar goes, Contemporary Indian Theatre Reviews and Reviews. In the beginning, I had little reservations regarding the title, and I had discussion in this regard with Dr. Ravande sir. But today I realized that it was uncouthness on my part, and therefore I beg pardon for that. I know that since morning you have been listening to Professor Mustajib Khan and then Professor Shailaja ma'am and Dr. Kamble and now Mahesh sir or Nevragi sir. And though these people have called that I'm one of the renowned person, but no, I know my limitation, and I know that I'm only a teacher, you may call maximum, a student and a reader of Indian drama, but I'm not that much distinguished. So I will not go into the details of this topic. But one thing is quite sure that the present webinar has two segments with this. One was views on contemporary Indian theatre, and other was reviews on the Indian contemporary theatre. And these two words carry two different or distinct meanings. Views means our opinions, perceptions about or on something. But reviews is rather heavier, rather serious one, our critical opinion or a reassessment or a relook after some period, which is done for the sake of assessment, for the sake of improvement. And that is what we have to see here. And we know that there are so many people who have given their views on Indian drama. I cannot say those reviews were on contemporary Indian theatre, but those were on Indian theatre. And we remember some eminent names like Professor K.R.S. Iyengar, then M.K. Naik, then Aparna Dharwadkar, and R.K. Dhawan, and so many people there. And we see what views they have expressed on Indian theatre or Indian drama. And some of them are quite positive and some of them are quite negative also. If we just cite one example from Iyengar, he says, modern dramatic writing in India is neither rich in quantity nor on the whole of high quality. Such a negative remark he passed as in the times of 30s or 40s. Then he also talks about how Indian theatre evolved. Ravandi ji, is it okay with the video quality?
Yes, sir. Video quality, it may be problem with my network, but much clearer.
There is nothing to see in me. You can just listen to me.
Okay. Thank you.
So, Dr. Iyengar also talks about how Indian theatre evolved, and he says that our creative efforts took place in the form of translation and adaptation in the beginning from English and Sanskrit. That thing we have to very careful about that. Indian drama, what we say today, or Indian theatre, what we say today, is not something that much pure. It is not entirely Sanskrit, not entirely foreign. It is a combination. It is a mixture of both, and that is what he says. Then we also know M.K. Naik. What M.K. Naik says. M.K. Naik was very much rather disappointed with the growth of Indian drama, and he says if Indian English literature is the Cinderella of literature in English, Indian drama is the Cinderella still of Indian literature. So he was expecting something more, but he did not get that. Then we come to Ketinath Kurkoti, who played a very pivotal role in making Girish Karnad a playwright on history. And he had told that no Indian drama handled Indian history the way William Shakespeare or Bertolt Brecht did with the European history, and no attempt was made to relate a historical episode to the modern sensibility. And he made a final remark that all attempts in this regard ended up in the costume play. And then we have many more these people. And when it comes to taking a review of contemporary Indian theatre, we have to take into consideration 2 or 3 things. What had been our journey? What had been the milestones? What had been our achievements? And what we have to go, where we have to go, and what obstacles are there. And remember, and we are taking this review after 75 years of independence. And you must remember, you must recollect that in the morning itself, our Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji inaugurated the celebrations of 75th years of Indian independence at Ahmedabad, that is Sabarmati. And this is high time to take review of Indian contemporary theatre also, or contemporary Indian theatre also. So what we achieved, and the very first thing, what drama we had earlier had a regional look only, but over the year, the cross linguistic translations in India offered it a national look. As we know that these prominent dramatists, maybe Vijay Tendulkar, Girish Karnad, these prominent names are there, Satish Alekar is there, and among the contemporary ones now I can say Mahesh Dattani is there, then Mahashweta Devi, of course she is now dead, Satish Alekar ji is there, and Padmanabhan is there. So these translations of these playwrights and their plays performance gave it a national look. And then again we say that what milestones had been there in the journey of Indian drama, and I remember that there are 2 or 3 things. That is, one is establishment of National School of Drama and then Sangeet Natak Academy. These 2 institutions played a very significant role in giving some formalized form to Indian contemporary theatre. And if we think of achievements of Indian contemporary theatre, we can say that there are so many playwrights whose plays have been performed at the international platforms and in the international languages, the English, German, French, and other things. Particularly, I would like to name few, that is Utpal Dutt plays, then Manjula Padmanabhan's Harbet. I think this is the most global play, particularly the play like Harbet and Lights Out. Wonderful play because it talks about the future. Then we have the Mahesh Dattani's plays who talks about the things which were left unexplored by our earlier playwrights. Then we know that before Girish Karnad breathed his last, he was holding the very prestigious position of the World Theatre Ambassador of the International Theatre Institute of Paris. So these are the things. These are our achievements. This has been our journey. But the most important thing is there, where we stand now and where we want to go. And what have been our obstacles, what have been our challenges and issues. And let me tell you one thing. The challenges that Indian contemporary theatre is facing are applicable to all the performing arts in India. Let that be movies, let that be web series, let that be teleserials, or let that be at the OTT platforms also. These are the common things here. Now, if we think of contemporary means today, apart from the COVID-19 pandemic, because we know that this particular virus, or what you may call it, it caused maximum loss to only 3 industries. One, that is transportation, second, that is manufacturing, and third, that is entertainment industry. And here comes Indian theater and movies. But beyond that, I see some more challenges to contemporary Indian theater. And one thing that I see, that is the loss of public support. That is the thing we have to think of. That is loss of public support. I remember my childhood days, and perhaps most of you either belong to my age or other junior to me. And I remember that during the times of Ganesh festival, we used to have an opportunity to watch so many plays on the same day, and particularly not in metros but in the Mopsal area like Tehsil place or district place. I remember watching 2 or 3 plays on the same day. That opportunity we had, and who were the sponsors? Those Ganesh Mandals were the sponsors. But nowadays, such things are not there. And I remember very wonderful plays of those times, particularly if Marathi people are there. I remember Moruchi Maushi, a very hilarious play. And then I also remember Vichya Maji Puri Kara by Dada Kondke. Of course, that I did not have the opportunity to watch that movie because Dada stopped performance of that play in the early 70s, and I was born later on. So I could not watch the performance of Dada Kondke in that particular play, but I remember the play being performed by the local artist there. And the latest play that I watched live at the public place in 1997 or 98, that was Varad Nigale Londonla by Lakshman Deshpande. Now, that tradition is dying somewhere. That public support we are losing somewhere. And why it happened, there are so many reasons for that. Particularly the introduction of TV, and recently the introduction of this mobile. I'm not against any kind of technology, but see that generally mobiles are called as the tools of social connect. But the reality is something different. Actually, it has worked as a tool to disconnect people from people. We are sitting together, but we are involved in our mobile. Such things are there. And now we see that some people may disagree with me that the city like Pune, Mumbai, or to some extent Kolkata, where we have movies. But sorry, plays are there. Of course, plays are there. Theater is either flourishing there or it is okay there. But what kind of plays are there? Only commercial plays are there. Nowadays, we don't have theater go to watch some serious plays, and that is the thing there. And and one more thing happened in last 30 or 40 years. Those who were the successful artists in theater, either they switched to TV or movies. And as there are no famous performance, there is a gap there is an obstacle for the uprising or upcoming artists. But beyond all these things, the most dangerous thing or the most serious issue or challenge that I see is something different. Perhaps in the morning, Professor Mustajib Khan must have made reference to that, and that is censorship. And that is the more difficult and more dangerous thing today. And censorship again in 2 ways. On one hand, we have a public censorship, and on the other hand, we have state censorship also. Now, if you have read the today's Sakar, Marathi newspaper, and there is a news from Madhya Pradesh, and it is from Chhatarpur, particularly Chhatarpur district is there. And what is the news there? Vijay Tendulkar's Marathi play Pahije Jatiche, which shed light on the educational system in India or in Maharashtra, is translated into Hindi with the title Jati Hi Pucho Sadhu Ki. I repeat this title. It says Jati Hi Pucho Sadhu Ki, and this play, the performance of this play is banned today in Madhya Pradesh. And remember, particularly this place is Chhatarpur, where are located the World Heritage temples of Khajuraho. And see, the objection is made, the performance is banned, performance is stopped by the public only because the word sadhu is there. Now see what things are going to take place. The word sadhu has become today a matter of an object of objection today. This is the public censorship. And the second news is from West Bengal, where election temperature is on the high. And what is the news from West Bengal? That one artist, one theater artist, I think his name is Kaushikar, is removed from the theater group only because recently he joined BJP. Now see where we are going to. Where we are going to. We have become so much intolerant. Now this word is rather debatable. We have become so intolerant that one particular word is creating trouble for us. One person's political allegiance is creating problem for us. And remember, we know Vijay Tendulkar players like Sakaram Binder and Gashiram Kotwal. What controversy they must have created. And in the morning, I am sure that Professor Mustachip must have made reference to the absence of political plays in India, absence of political plays, and that is a very serious thing there. And I remember that, see, if a play like Paije Jatichi is banned today, what could have been the things if the plays like Sakaram Binder and Gashiram Kotwal would have been performed today? I don't think that it was quite possible. Not to speak of those plays, but even the balanced play like Kirvan and another play by Premanand Gazvi, that is Gandhi Ambedkar, I think today are highly impossible to perform, because nowadays we have just divided the political figures. We have just divided the makers of nation into particular groups, particular castes, and particular states also. Not only by political parties, but by particular states also. So such thing is there. And we remember opposition to the movies like Padmavat, and before that we remember Bajirao Mastani also. Why? Our regional Asmita was hurt somewhere. And I remember one of the comments made by Nasruddin Shah, if you are listening to me carefully. He remembers his acting or his performance in the play like Jaane Bhi Do Yaro. We remember that play, Jaane Bhi Do Yaro, a very hilarious comedy and very, I can say, very hard satire on journalism. And he said in the recent time that now we can't imagine even, or we can't even think of imagining the movie like Jaane Bhi Do Yaro. Now see, we can't tolerate. To some extent, we are able to tolerate some social satire, but not religious, not communal, and not to talk of politics also. And as I told you, what could take place in future? What is the prospect there? And I see that future is bright only when I repeat it, only when some changes or some change in the mindset of the politician is there. With full responsibility, I am making this statement. The change can be brought in only when some change is taken place in the political leadership. And I have very nice and very positive example to prove this. And with this, I will conclude the thing. I remember, if you are listening to me, perhaps Jabbar Patel ji was making a movie on, and that particular title of that movie was Singhasan in Marathi, Singhasan. And he wanted to shoot the assembly of Maharashtra. Now, today we can't think that any politician may be allowing this. He very gladly allowed this permission. He gladly granted this permission, but at the same time he said, but take care that the dignity of the house is maintained. This is what he said. And I take this opportunity because yesterday only his birth anniversary was celebrated. And second example I would take from Sharad Pawar ji, without having any connection with his political allegiance. And again, I would like to take certain example. I remember that I have read somewhere that the performance of Gashiram Kotwal was to take place somewhere else, perhaps in Germany. And the crew was to reach Mumbai airport, in those days Bombay airport. And somehow in those Shiv Sena of those days had strong opposition to this play, Vijay Tendulkar's play Ghanshyam Kotwal. And they had decided that they will not allow this crew to enter Bombay airport. This was strongly decided by Shiv Sena, and as far as we know Shiv Sena, once it is decided, it is finalized. Now, what happened then? Somehow Mr. Sharad Pawar came to know about this, somehow. And we know his love for literature and art. And he managed a private chartered plane from Pune, and he directly took this crew to the Mumbai airport, and the crew was sent to Germany. Now see, it could become possible only because we had certain people then. And in future, remember, unless tolerance towards arts is developed, generated, culture, nourished, then only these arts can have a bright future. I hope in the very beginning I had told you that I'm not going to comment on the details of the Indian drama or contemporary Indian drama, but these are the contemporary issues we are going to face, and this, to some extent, this is our responsibility also. Because nowadays I see that even teachers like us are also inclined to somewhere. We are rather attentive to somewhat. So this is a high time that we people must be balanced, and we must be able to develop the same kind of spirit among our students also. And these students, if they are away from the political clinging, then only we can have the bright future of contemporary theatre. I once again congratulate all the organizers of this webinar, and I am very thankful to the resource persons who had been here. And I beg pardon, or I offer my apology if I have made any untoward comment. Thank you one and all. Over to you, Ravindraji.
Yes. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks a lot. And what exactly we have observed or experienced after your interaction, a kind of simplicity in your expression, and on the other hand, we come to know that how it is important, being very important members of the society. As a teacher, we should be much concerned of the political situation today, and we should take a lead, we should take a role, and we should be very much interested in what is taking place around. What exactly drama could not do in last few years, it is expected to do. Drama could not be political in nature, could not take the subjects of politics or performance, and it may be one of the reasons behind the kind of loss of interaction with currency, loss of interaction with people. So whatever the challenges drama has been facing today, Indian theatre has been facing today, to some extent, these problems have been composed by or been combined by Dr. Begre sir in his valedictory address. So once again, I'm very grateful to you. I'm very happy to have your association in this venture. Now, I would like to request Dr. Subhash Shinde sir, coordinator of this webinar, for his presidential sum.
Good afternoon to one and all. Honorable dignitaries, guest of honor, Dr. R.T. Bedre sir, Professor Director, UGC HRDC, Dr. Hari Singh Gaur Vishwavidyalaya Sagar, Madhya Pradesh, and Dr. Mahesh Nivargi sir, Chairman BOS, Swami Ramananda Tirtha Marathwada University in Nanded. Principal Dr. B.S. Munde sir, Vice Principal Dr. T.V. Munde sir, Dr. Sharda Raut Madam, Coordinator Humanities, and all the participants, delegates. I am here to conclude the webinar. At the outset, I would like to say that I am happy to say that the webinar organized by our college has been successful one. The topic of the webinar, Contemporary Indian Theatre Views and Reviews, is apt. Moreover, very fruitful discussion was held on this topic. All the guest speakers have enlightened by their studied remarks about their concerned topics. Here, I would like to also point out that all the speakers have spoken from the bottom of their heart. Participants of this webinar has made this webinar successful one by their active participation in discussions. So over here, I would like to propose my thanks to Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Uddhav Bhosle sir, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. Jogendra Singh Bisen sir for granting permission for this seminar. Then I am thankful to Dr. Mustajib Khan, keynote addresser of the webinar. I am also thankful to Dr. Rahul Kamble sir and Dr. Shailaja Wadikar madam for their speeches. I also extend my thanks to Dr. R.T. Bedre sir, guest of honor, and Dr. Mahesh Nivargi sir, guest of honor, for their for accepting our request and enlightening us in relation to contemporary Indian theatre views and reviews. With this, I would like to conclude my presidential speech over here. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Yes, over to Ravande sir.
Hi. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Shinde sir, for your presidential sum. So, I would like to conclude this session with vote of thanks. So, I have no words indeed to thank the respected guests who have joined us, the resource persons who made this specific occasion very interesting, important. So, I'm very happy with one and all. But it is a matter of formality that I should thank them. First of all, I have a great deal of pleasure to thank Dr. Mustajib Khan sir for his very prudent, intellectual keynote address. And basically, it is due to his keynote address what exactly the theme we have chosen for this webinar, that we could proceed further. Later on, it's a matter of pleasure to thank Dr. Shailaja Wadikar ma'am for his address, for his speech. Basically, it is due to her we could have an association with the university, with the school, as far as the organization of this webinar is concerned. Later on, it's a matter of pleasure to say thanks as far as Dr. Rahul Kamble sir concerned. He is one of the faculty over at English and Foreign Language University for his intellectual piece, what the topic is delivered, and whatever we could learn as far as Indian film is concerned. I'm very grateful to him. Apart from that, I'm thankful towards Dr. Nivargi sir for accepting our invitation and being part of this event. I'm also thankful to Dr. R.T. Bedre sir for his drive to this speech. Last but not least, I should have a great deal of pleasure in mentioning the names of our education, the members and the authority over there as far as our educational society concerned, President Sri Vijay Kumar Ji Kasruwar sir, our secretary Sri Balkrishna Chandak sir, and also the respected other members. So I'm grateful to our principal Dr. Bhaskar Munde sir, Vice Principal Dr. Tukaram Munde sir for their cooperation in this regard. And I should be also thankful to the Vice Chancellor for sanctioning this specific event or webinar and accepting our request as far as a kind of collaboration with the School of Language, Literature and Cultural Studies concerned. And a great deal of thanks, and really it is just because of the participants this event could be possible. So the participants, they showed a great deal of interest right from the beginning, right from the morning. So I'm thankful to my friends, Dr. Vishwadhar Deshmukh sir, for his attendance throughout this webinar. I'm thankful to Ashok Bhusikar. I'm thankful to Gulab Sheikh, Shivaji Methe, Swati Joshi, and many others who have joined us, not particularly from Maharashtra, but there are some participants from Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, and a few other states. So in a true sense, it could be a national webinar, and also thankful to the media persons who gave a coverage to this specific event, and also those who directly, indirectly helped us in making this event possible. Our activity coordinator, Dr. Kishore Bhule sir, and Dr. Shabda Raut ma'am, and many others, my colleagues. So I'm grateful to them. So thank you. As far as your certificates concerned, as soon as you fill up or submit your feedback, you will get your certificate. So dear participants, you have to submit your feedback and you will get your certificate. Thank you once again. Thanks a lot.